Update 50 is out in Bloons TD6, so you know what that means. We have a brand new map. It's an intermediate map called Lost Crevasse or Lost Crevasse. I think it depends on where you hail from, how you're going to say it. So how fast can you border Lost Crevasse in Bloons TD6? This is going to be our 63rd Black Border. This journey will come to an end eventually, as long as I stop slow playing all of the hard maps, because let's just be honest, these ones are too difficult for me. But today we have Lost Crevasse, and then we have a brand new hero, Silas, that we're going to be using for a majority of the run. I would love to use Silas the entire time, but I found that this hero is best on like water maps, like pure water maps, because you can place any tower on the water next to him without any upgrades or anything. You just plop them down and you have beautiful strategies on things like Flooded Valley and Peninsula. But with Lost Crevasse, you actually only have water at the bottom. And then when you place like your sub, he can't see through all these like crystals anyway. And so it's not really much of a water map, but we are going to be using Silas as much as we can. I just think we're going to have to probably change when it comes to half cash and chimps, because we need to win. But let's drop that timer. Let's hit play and let's drop a dart monkey right here. I feel like this will be the easiest for now. It's going to be a little bit of a slower start, but the best thing I'm thinking right now is not to use Silas off the rip, because as you can see, this is already a slower map. And from what I saw in the Ninja Kiwi update video, this is a slower map. It makes the balloons come out a little slower than normal. So with that said, I don't want Silas there freezing them on top of that and then missing pops with the dart monkey. So I think Silas might be better off started later over here or over there, and I'll just use him for like his ice upgrades and stuff for later on. Or what will probably happen is we might not even be using Silas that much, because I am concerned about the ice. I do not want to freeze everything. So maybe I shouldn't use him. I'm not sure. We're trying to go as fast as possible. So having a tower that just naturally goes really slow seems kind of counterproductive. And I don't want to blow this time, because this is a fast starting map, as far as I can just max everybody out in the top and we could get like a really, really good time here. So I'm hoping that's where this leads to. But at the same time, with that slower like balloon movement in the front, is that going to be an issue? I'm actually curious about this. You can't place anything here, so you can't get it any better with like attack or something. I think just another dart would be cool, or something like a boomer, to make sure we can just clear everything out without any problems. And there we go. But before we get too far in, I do want to let you guys know that I do have a second channel called Dabloon, where I post tons of 2-hour compilations of my previous Bloons TD6 videos on this channel. So we have 2 hours of challenges, 2 hours of mods, and just all things Bloons TD6. So if you guys are into the sleep content, the relaxed content, definitely check out that channel. I'll leave it in the link in the description below. It's growing very fast thanks to you guys, so I appreciate that, and I hope to see you guys there. But as far as this goes, I'm really enjoying Silas. I really, really am. But for this map, I just don't think it's the best. I've been using Silas on water. As soon as I saw that you can place land towers on his little radius without having to get any crazy ice path upgrades with this guy with the Arctic wind or nothing, I went straight to Flooded Valley, and I beat Flooded Valley on chimps with relative ease. And I thought it was so game changing and so cool. I even made a video on it about how game changing it was, because instead of having to do some like lackluster boat strategy that's not the best 100% accurate, or some crazy sub strategy that doesn't work the best every single time you want it to work, you're now able to, in the beginning, before round 15, you can have a Desperado and a Boomerang and tear up everything on Flooded Valley and make it just like a normal hard map that just has one line going down it. And it worked. It worked out really well. And I loved it. So if you want to check out that video, you can as well. But Silas on water is game changing. Peninsula was awesome. And then if you want, you can just go like crazy ice strategies for chimps. And that does make it really, really cool. And it's a great strategy. But for this, I just think it's a little counterproductive, because we want to go fast. And if he's slowing everything down and making it harder for us, I don't know if that's the best way to do it. So I think this is probably the best way to go. Now, as far as these things coming out slower, is that adding like fractions of a second each time? Because let's say there's a line at the top of the screen, right? And they pass out at this speed every single time on every single map that we play. Are they passing over that line a little bit slower, so now we don't get to see each balloon that much faster? Because if that's the case, we're just going to have, even if we pile every single tower up in the front and we never see a balloon, never see one, I feel like it's just naturally going to be slower because of those little seconds. Let me know below if my math is right or my programming brain's working, but I think that's what's happening there. Now, as far as this goes, I feel like we'd be better off just getting a Moab Assassin and taking out 40. So it looks like this is going to be a hero-less run, or should we just dump Silas? Because when it gets to Chimps and half cash, I'm not using Silas at all. Because let me tell you, I practiced a little bit because I didn't want to like jump into it blind for Chimps mode. And this is a hard start. I don't know why this is intermediate, because the start is hard. But then again, like shoots can be difficult too if you don't know what you're doing. But it's not like it's a hard map or like too crazy. But the start was hard. It took me a while. And then I ended up starting with a druid here, a dart here, and then you immediately have to throw into a sub over here. And then you have all these towers spread around for an intermediate map. It was just the weirdest thing to have to do. I've never experienced that. Well, that's not true. That's not true, because shoots is like that. Shoots gets kind of crazy. So that's just where we're at with it. But now Silas does have cool abilities, but if I keep him out of range of everybody, I don't know if that's a good idea. What I'm thinking though is I can put him like a little bit closer. I'm mashing my ability, by the way, because I want to go fast, and it does feel a lot slower, let me tell you. So we're going to go there, intermediate, Lost Crevasse, primary only. There we go. We're going to start with a dart again. We're going to hit play. Remember, I'm going to try this on this one. Just hit play immediately. I always place and then hit play, and I think that's just like a downfall for me. So we're going to change it up a little bit here. Now, honestly, I think I should just go exactly what we did again and just keep doing that. But, oh man, I'm actually curious. Is this slowing it? Are we going to have a really, really slow time? But while we're thinking about that, let's look at these times that we already have here. Because our best time currently is downstream at 2 hours and 16 minutes and 25 seconds, with Cubism shortly behind, 2 hours, 16 minutes, 33 seconds. And if we can take intermediate, which is downstream, which makes no sense why that one's downstream. And then Spa Pit's intermediate too, and I have it as a beginner. Whoops, I think that one's intermediate as well. But look at these times. So we just have to beat 2 hours and 19 minutes to keep it in the top 10. And honestly, I think we can do it if my theory is incorrect. I need it to be incorrect so we can tear this thing up. I hope it is. And I think I'm going to do a little bit of a quick change here, and we're going to throw over to Etienne and get rid of Silas for now. I don't want to risk it. We don't have many maps left, and I do want to keep beating my top time. So I don't want to mess with towers that slow things down. That would be fun for like a normal run, but we're seeing how fast we can do it, not how slow we can do it. So I am going to ditch him. I'm sorry, Silas. I really wanted to use you, but just it's counterproductive here. If we're just trying to beat Chimps, and I would just go purely ice, because I think that's a really cool way to do it. It's like a pure ice build, I guess you'd call it. But I also, oh, we need a sharpshooter this thing. We're getting some dunks on here. What's going on there? Okay. But I do want like a fire build to do it too. Like we already have a fire hero. We have Gwen and we have fire towers, and I guess she builds them up, huh? But I guess it's kind of the same concept now I think about it. Top path tack and then middle path wizard, I believe she buffs them a little bit, but like fire versus ice. But Silas with a little ice army and then making them circle the things around him is really cool. I'm not gonna lie, that is sick to me, and I think it's worth it for sure. But just in general, I don't know, man. I'm not gonna use Silas. I'm sorry. We're gonna have to do a quick change. And then when it comes to, so we'll use Etienne for half cash. And then guess who we're using for Chimps? You're never going to guess. I've never used this hero before, so you're never going to know. But it's Sada. I'm going to use Sada for Chimps, because the problem is that I just kept having these struggles. And I'm just sitting there, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, why am I fighting so hard for this when I know it will work great? And that's what we're going to be using, because I was just struggling. Like I even tried to use my druid strategy, and it's just the way that like it's random. So at least to my knowledge of what I've been seeing here, it's random where you're going to get the balloons. So on one round 6, nothing came this way. And then on another round 6, it came this way. And so it feels like it's Ravine where it's just completely random. And I can't take that. So I need a strategy that does not care where the balloons go and just destroys them. And that's what we're going to be trying to do. And no, it's not Rosalia, because I tried to do Rosalia, and I was, as always, I was like a couple bucks short of the big plane. And I was like, come on, guys, we're right here. Just give it to me. Like literally give me a freebie. And they wouldn't do it. Let's play Silas just for the heck of it, though, just to say we did. But I really do like Silas's artwork. I like the idea that he freezes everything on the track like this, because it does help. Like, and he can solo a Moab with his level 7 ability. Pretty much it just shoot and shreds it. It's so cool. I need to use my ability here though for 40. See, now 39 just seems a lot longer. I could be wrong, but I feel like I'm hitting this ability a lot more than I'm used to. And I'm not sure why. It must be the slow track, and it does actually make a difference. But hopefully that's not the case. We're going to keep going here with our Lost Crevasse. And of course, we're just going to be doing Dart Monkey because why not? That's like the easiest way to knock this thing out. We'll put him right here. There we go. All right, that's it. That is Deflation. As always, this strategy shreds. And now I was thinking to myself, like, what if they nerf it to where you couldn't get crossbow and Deflation with all your monkey knowledge? That would be kind of wild. Like, there's obviously just go like double planes with a druid and an alchemist and you'd be fine. But that would add a lot of time in that beginning unless you're like a quick minuer, which that I am not. I'm going to change my hero to Etienne real quick, just real quick here. That's not too much of a time loss, I don't think. There's my poopy brown border. And then we got our standard right here. That's a bummer that I have to do that, but it is what it is. I just want to keep moving. I just don't. I'm sorry, Silas. I would like to. I just don't want to disappoint the fans. I don't want to disappoint you guys, but not a Black Border speedrun type of tower. Let's just be real. You just got to call it what it is. I wanted to be a basketball player as a kid. Wasn't tall enough. Didn't do it. But I did play for a long time to figure that out. Now, I don't want to play for a long time to figure out that this guy is not who he's meant to be. Now, that was a huge waste of time on a beginner map. What was that about? Not a beginner map, but a medium mode. Like, that's lame. That's lame to be losing on that. That's not Apopalypse. Okay, so we need a better start. What's really kind of a bummer is that the water's so far back. I think that's what makes this intermediate right off the go. Because if I could put a boat there or a sub there, we'd be just fine. But having these darts, maybe what I could do, here's what that's on me though. That's me being a bad player and just being excited. Because my first thought is always, of course, to drop your hero. Get your hero down as fast as you can because you need to level up. But for this, for medium, we don't need really Etienne to do much, right? We can just kind of handle it. So that's my fault because I could have gone middle path dart, triple darts with a bottom path, and that would have handled the first like 15 rounds or so with no troubles. Then we'd already have Etienne a few rounds later. So again, that's my problem. Let's go with, I think a bomb solid because it'll like break these things down faster. And then the dart doesn't have to do as much work. And I'm trying to think here. I'm thinking for not just now, like this is easy, but later on, we got to kind of have to go through this and see what we're working with. And Chimps is going to be tough. I just took a screenshot of what I had at the end, but am I going to remember how I got there? No. Same with half cash, but half cash was kind of scary, but we do have access to the ice tower, which lately Icicles has been just stomping the yard here when it comes to holding off 63. And with that, I think we're going to destroy everything. So I'm not worried about it at all. But let me know what you guys think below. Do you like Silas? Where do you put him in your top 5? Or not top 5. Do you think he's worthy of your top 5? Because obviously for me, it's going to be Sada, Ben, Etienne, and I don't really think past that. Probably Oben. So that's 4. Is Silas going to be above like a Gwyn or... I can't even think of any other heroes. So yeah, for sure. Silas is my top 5. That water thing, I'm telling you, like, why does everyone like Etienne? Because he makes everyone see camo, right? That's his thing. And then why does everyone, well, Sada's actually kind of dumping down, right? Because her big claim to fame was that you could put her down and she could solo the first dozen or so rounds. She can't do that anymore. So that's kind of taken, Sada might not be my number 1 now, it might be Ben, because Ben's still a beast. But then Etienne, everyone likes him because of the decamoing. And now Silas, everyone's going to like him because he can draw. Oh, Rosalia. That's what I was forgetting. Rosalia. Now it's like Rosalia versus Silas. And that's kind of tough because I really love using the big plane strategy. And Silas is going to be just about that random as far as like how much I use him, because how many times do I need to place water towers on or land towers on water? But I mean, it's there and you can use it. So that's pretty sick. Now for this first Moab, I mean, we're going to be totally fine. I mean, no matter what we do, but I still do think it's a good plan to do what we've always done and then like knock it out quickly so we don't have to fight it or worry about it because we don't have a bin to magically eat it into like gone existence. So we're going to do it this way. Oh man, I'm just trying to think. Okay, so let's put so it's Ben, Sada, Etienne. Oh man. Oh, do I like Oben better? I probably like Oben better than like Silas and Rosalia. And I only like Rosalia because she can do the aircraft efficiency, because that's where she powers through. That's where she's a boss, right? So I'm not sure, man. That's kind of crazy now that I think about it. Let me know your guys' top 5 and does Silas fit the bill? Because on my latest video, I was showing how Silas like changes the game. And a lot of people probably took that as like a clickbaity thumbnail title, but I truly believe it because like Flooded Valley, I'm not kidding. I get like a little angry with video games. I'm sure a lot of you out there can feel my pain on that. And so on camera, right, I'm trying to hold it in and not be like all mad. You've seen it on here too, though. Even on these Black Border, I'll get just furious when I'm losing. Like, I try to hold it in, but I'm mad. So when I'm playing on my own, trying to beat Flooded Valley, and I do the same strategy a half a dozen times and it works fine. And then on number 7, like the Pat doesn't push back the Moab, or the planes from the boat just don't do what they need to do. Oh man, I'm furious. Dude, all that work, I didn't even do it. I just hate Flooded Valley. And so for this to be able to change it to where now I don't have to be so stressed about it, it's actually really cool, at least for me anyway. So we're going to go here and we're going to go here. Let's just do a quick, simple one just to get rid of everything. Because this guy handles all camo purples. He's going to handle all just camo leads once we get him there. We'll get a village to put his range a little bit farther once we get knocked back in camo. Yeah, I think this will be just the easiest right there. We'll go 3,000. There we go. I mean, I don't really think we need anything knocked back, but whatever. And then I have my farm there's for a little extra cash at the end. There we go, 1,200. There's our little space. And I want to have a little bit more range. So we'll get our 1175. But that's crazy. Let me know your guys' favorite hero. I want to see a bunch of random comments, like as far as like, I know there's some of you out there, because I know like my buddy Supreme Avocado loves Churchill, and I think Churchill's just atrocious. So let me know your guys' like what you think are the best hero, like what's your top favorite hero, and if they're abstract or not. Like, is anyone gonna say Adora? I think if you say Adora, I'm gonna throw some shade out there. If anyone says Adora is their favorite hero, you need to go get your head checked. You might have had a traumatic brain injury and you just don't know it yet, because no, just no. Same with like Striker, like no way, right? I just don't think you're right in the head. You need to go get checked, but that's just me. All right. So now I think we should go Dark Knight, or should we go Sun Avatar? Do you guys ever watch that Flash series back on the CW back in the day? I used to love that show, right? Like it started off so strong and so good. And then there was like that Savitar season where like, he's the fastest man in the world, but I'm faster because I'm you, but just evil. And then all of a sudden the Flash, who could like pretty much stop time, he moves so fast, he gets hit by like a random streetwalker's like punch. And you're just like, what the heck? What am I even watching here? This is stupid. And then it just kept doing that until it downfalled. Oh, and then like, this is such a random comment, but I hated Iris. Like, he had chemistry with every single other person on the entire show. Then he literally had a better relationship, like love relationship with the dad. What's the dad's name? Versus Iris. Like, he could have been in love with any other character on the show. Probably literally the bad guys too, more than Iris. She was just like, they did not fit together. He should have been with Caitlyn for sure, but I'm not the writer there, right? And that's probably why the show went downhill either. I'm not saying because I wasn't the writer. I'm saying because whoever they hired to write that show, also their favorite hero was probably Adora. Let's just say that, because that show went crazy, totally random. But I just thought of Avatar and Savitar and all that kind of crazy stuff. Oh my God, I love it. I love TV and I love The Flash, but that show was kind of bonkers after a while. I've been watching Twisted Metal a lot lately, and the finale's already out, which is a bummer. Speaking of finale, I just watched the show Upload. I've been watching that since it came out back on Amazon. I really enjoyed it. I know it's not like the best show in the world, but I really enjoyed it. I really liked the character Nora. I liked that whole show. And then I guess it was the finale, and I didn't even know it. They come out with a season 5, and there's 4 episodes, and that's it. And then they're like, oh, we're done. And then that's it. It just happens. It's done. And you're like, what? I'm not going to spoil it if you haven't seen it yet. It's a really good show, but it feels they definitely got canceled but at least they gave them time to cancel it, which is cool. A lot of shows just cancel. They don't even tell the people. And then they just ended on like a cliffhanger. You're like, what the heck? But yeah, just like all of a sudden I'm like, dang it, it's over with. And I love this show so much, but random. But then now the season finale of Twisted Metal is already here. And I feel like it just came out, which is crazy. So never get a break, guys. Never get a break. Okay, so I don't like any of this right now, actually, because I want to sub, but I need this one. Oh, I already have it. Cool. Okay, we're good. So for now, this should be fine. I'll just put you on strong. We are losing a couple of balloons. So automatically, I don't want to turn you guys away from the video, but we already aren't going to be top 10, I don't think. I don't think we're allowed to have that much of a variance of time with these balloons popping through. So I want to say, and that's with this ice thing not slowing stuff down, but I think we're going to be looking at probably like in the top 20, which is good because I was playing the last one we did and I thought we were doing a lot better. I don't remember what the map was, but I thought I was doing a lot better. And then we ended up in like 30th place. And I was in tears almost. I was like, this is the worst thing that ever happened. Was it Enchanted Glade? No, that one I knew was going to be slow. It was just one that I did. And I just like, what the heck happened here? And then we just kind of bombed it. So that's not going to happen today though. We're going to kick some butts. We got this. We're going fast. We got Etienne up front. Oh, that's why I always like Etienne too, because it's a great sub tower because of that reason. Not only is the range redonkulous, but you can see camo early on with just a sub and an Etienne, which is super cool. His drones, not that great, but they don't need to be perfect. So now what we're going to do is we'll just go this one and then fast firing and even faster firing. Let me think. Let me snap my fingers here. So I just went with my elite defender here, and it's always a great choice. I know they raised the price of them in this last update, but I don't think it's a big deal. I got another tower that I normally would never get, but I just needed to pop more lead because I noticed I was like slowing down a little bit with this guy. But now with this one, there's literally nothing that can go wrong. And then we can get armor piercing darts. We're going to be, camo lead's covered. Etienne's such a solid hero. And it is a bummer that I'm always using the same stuff, but like I said, we are getting to the harder stuff. This isn't a harder one. Let's not make excuses yet, but in the upcoming maps, they're all going to be like one-off ones where you're going to have to use certain strategies. So I'm just getting in my fun while I can. Let's just use that as an excuse because it's going to get crazy, but I'm enjoying this so far. And I like using Etienne. It's a great hero. There's a lot of heroes in Bloons TD6. And like I said, I do like Silas, but there's just so many. It's overwhelming to decide like who to use and everything like that. So I just like going to my comfort zone. I wear shirts with no words on them usually. You'll see in the videos I have like Quicksilvers and stuff because I get them as gifts. But if it was me, I just have like all these LL Beans in different colors and I just wear like the same color. I have 5 of the same shorts. I buy the same Converse every couple of years when they go bad. I don't really enjoy too much change. So I just want to keep what's strong, keep what works, and keep it going, right? Why reinvent the wheel if what's working is working? That's my take on it. But now for here, I should have bought this boat a lot sooner, actually. Let's see if it's too late. Oh, I could have done that. Oh, well, it worked out still. All right, so now where are we at with this? We are on medium Apopalypse. Okay, that shouldn't be too bad. I can go with Etienne in the beginning because remember, it doesn't matter if they go too far because the round still is going through. No matter how slow they go, the round is still moving. So we don't give 2 diddly squats if we take a forever to pop these things. We just don't care. So I'm going to go crossbow again. Dude, just the Dart Monkey's so good, right? There's such a good tower. And then I'm not kidding. What we're going to be using a lot is the Top Path Desperado. That tower has been on fire lately. And there's no pun just because it's called Blazing something or other, Blazing Sun Guy or something. But that thing has been destroying this game for me. And then they just updated it anyways and made him even stronger. They made every single tier, so the first or the top path, the middle path, and the bottom path stronger. Why? I don't know. They were already good, but now they're even better. I really enjoy. Oh man, I wasn't even going fast there. I really enjoy the top path one. It's such a okay, so trying to put all my thoughts together into one spot because I'm freeballing it here. But the cheaper tower would be like the top path dart, right? Because crossbow's like 20 something thousand. If you're going to spend 20, might as well save up like 27 or 30, get like a sub command or something like that. And that's my thought process. So you're like, okay, I'm going to get the top path one, the Ultra Juggernaut, because it's really good. But that's only good on a couple of maps. But it's a cheap price, so you like it, but it's not going to cover the whole game for you. Well, then comes in Blazing Suns. It's less than like 20 grand for, I think it's like 18 grand for it on hard mode or Chimps mode. And it can handle for a very long time. It's kind of like Elite Defender in that way, except for Elite Defender, you need a good amount of the track to see. Otherwise, he's kind of a useless one. So there comes the Desperado where he has a place to be in the game. I really enjoy it. And I'm going to be using it a ton more just because of that. It's a cheap tower that's efficient that can get you to a better, more costly tower later on. And I just love that about it. I think it's really cool. Me personally, I'm really bad with the middle path, and the bottom path is lackluster to me because you have to have the MIB for it to even pop DDTs. And I feel like since it's like a Moab slower downer, like you need it to pop DDTs. So you end up with this like $60,000-$70,000 upgrade with the MIB and him up to a 5th tier. And I'm just kind of like, oh, what's the point, you know? And then the Wanderer does better when there's not many Bloons around him. So then on top of that, you're just like, what's going on here? I feel like I'm just spending tons of money for a tower that doesn't want no one around him. But then if I don't have anything around him, he can't pop the camo. He can't pop the, not the camo, but yeah, he might not be able to pop camo unless you put a village there if you went top path. And then he can't pop DDTs. So it's kind of like crazy. That's just my take on it. Because I'm more focused on chimps. You know, I don't really, that's my thing is chimps. I like to see if we can beat the game naturally. No crazy powers with all these new crazy power stuff. I really do like the new powers. And I did the math, by the way. All over the place, guys. I've had my 2nd cup of coffee. I'm not supposed to do that anymore. Doctor said no more coffee. I drink too much. But anyways, Powers Plus, you have to put down 100 banana farmers to even unlock the Powers Plus, and then you got to buy it in game. So it is like BTD5, which at first I was like, you're going to make me buy 100 of these things? Are you trying to get me to buy monkey money? And then I'm thinking like, no, why am I complaining? That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted the ability to buy new things that Ninja Kiwi puts out without having to use my money. I can grind in game because it's $50 per banana farmer. And I think you get like $60 for deflation on in like an expert map, right? So you could sit there and do that 100 times if you needed to, if you didn't want to buy monkey money and you're out of monkey money or whatever. So I think that's awesome. And then just like BTD5, I believe you can get them all in one game. Just put down 100 banana farmers and there you go. You unlocked Powers Plus. That's cool. There's not like a crazy experience paywall or anything like that where you have to spend hours doing it. You just do it. And I think that's awesome. I mean, you've already spent hours doing it because you've gotten the monkey money and you've probably got that monkey money for playing this game for endless hours like me, like 7,000 hours plus. So there's that. But I don't think like a brand new player is jumping in going like, hey, I want Powers Plus. Like they have no idea what to do with that little banana farmer. So I'm pretty stoked about it. I like it. I think it's cool. It'll be fun for boss events, but it won't be fun for boss events for like, I always go on ranked because you get like better rewards, right? And so I don't see when I'm going to be able to use it unless it's on doing collection events. But then why am I wasting money on a banana farmer on collection events just to get a measly like couple $100 or something? It doesn't really pay off that way. So that's just the thoughts that go through my head. When am I going to be using these Powers Plus? I would like to, but I just don't see when I'm going to is the thing. But I think it converts it forever, right? Or no? Oh, it doesn't. Okay, so you can use your regular banana farmer or you can use this one. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I just wish it was like BTD5 where it's always going to be pro from now on and then you don't have to worry about like buying an extra one. Like, do you have to buy an extra one? Oh, we're going to have to see how that works. I actually have to do that later on. Let's do it. That's funny. Not today, not in this video, but I need to see like, is it always going to be there then or is it not always going to be there? Okay, now we're just doing Apopalypse. So we're doing good. I don't see any Bloons. I'm digging it. I want one farm here because we just need to make sure. And how is reverse going to work? I just thought of that. Dude, I hate reverse so much and I'm going to hate it even more because now I have to double up on this stuff because you can't see over the side here. See how it's redlined on the right there? That's disgusting. That's absolutely atrocious, but we'll figure it out. Now, as far as, I mean, we could just use Blazing Suns for this. I like it. Let's just do that and then just trash it that way because he can see camo. He can see, oh, this guy will be able to see camo lead, so we're good there. For 59. Let's see. And then remember, you could have a Moab as early as like 35 on Apopalypse, or you could not see one until like 45. So it's always random. So we just need to have something there that's strong enough to do it if it is the case. So we'll go here like that, 350. There we go. We'll be good. We'll be good, guys. Don't worry about it. And there we go with that one. We are finishing it up. There we go. Now here, this one, that one, and reverse. Okay, how are we going to handle reverse is beyond me, but we're going to figure it out here. I'm just going to hit play. I guess I'll put Etienne back here. This is the worst. This is absolutely the worst. I'll put a sub there. Yes, that's actually fine. Okay, cool. And then the sub can hang on its own for probably a few rounds. So we'll just, yeah, it's really not that big of a deal since it's still medium. We'll just have to double it up. Oh, this sucks, actually. This is really bad. Because we need them to see it faster so we can get through these rounds quicker. Oh, gross, dude. Might as well go to the end of the screen. Okay, here. There. Yeah, I actually don't want that one, huh? I want this. Okay, 190. And then 450? No, he doesn't count for 450. So we need $230 here just to even make that work. 230, hurry up. Okay, there we go. There we go. And then we don't need camo, so I'll just go with this one, 140 and 200, so it pierces it. Or the range would have been better, huh? Because then I could have done it better. Oh, well. We'll be okay. Because 2, there we go. Now for this one, I need a little bit better as well. So we'll put this one here. 450, so we need 200 here. We'll go 450. Okay, good. Now we're keeping them a little bit better, I think. And then just to be on the safe side until we get that airburst. All right, now what do we do? I think just going with like never miss targetings will be our best play here, just to keep it clean. Yeah, that's probably the best way to do this. Or a druid too, huh? Let's do a druid. So put him here. 250. Maybe a druid on each side because that's kind of clumsy there. Just trying to go fast, dude. Reverse. But I will give it some credit. I don't want to be completely negative. This is cool that it's changing it up. But 90% of the time, reverse is just a waste of time. It's like double HP Moabs. Like once you get past that first Moab on 40, double HP is a waste. Like you already have enough to get past 50 and 60 and all that kind of stuff. So there's just zero point of doing it. But same, that's how I feel with reverse. Like if it's a map like this, it actually changes it up. Or Mesa or something. But like Pat's Pond, same thing. Monkey Meadow, who cares? Cubism, who cares? They're all the same. But what are you going to do? All right, so we're going to have... Oh, that was ugly. That was super ugly. Now for lead, we have you, so that's okay. Now, like I said, we need never miss. All right, so we'll go 500. I probably shouldn't have gone never miss yet, huh? Yeah, let's not go that route yet. Let's go here. Do I have lead? Yes, I do with the druid, so that's okay. Camo is going to be kind of bad because he's not going to be camo ready yet. So I think what we'll do is we'll go with this one on you. And then you were going to need another one here. And then 1, 2, 3. Right there. Here we go. Now we got our camos covered for now. I can start buying my plane. And then he'll be level 8 not too long from now. That's probably the best path. And I guess just put this here until we get something better. But 2550 is kind of a chunk. But actually though, guys, it does look like we're still going just as fast. So I think my theory about the line being slower isn't really a thing. So as long as we can keep these things flowing, I think we're going to have a really good time here. Because I think it's going to take less than 5 minutes to get to 60 as long as I can get this guy going. Let's see though. Come on, dude. Stop stalling like this. What are you doing? Okay, 25. Okay, cool. There we go. And he sees camo, so that's good. 450. I still hate this, though. I still hate this so much. All right, what if I had like 2 of these guys, I guess? That would be kind of gross, huh? I think a better option would be to throw another druid. Because then we'll just clean everything up with these 2, and I'll move him a little closer here. So there we go there. Okay, so now we have 2 druids keeping everything at bay. We have 2 darts. I don't need this anymore then because that's not right. And then we'll go, oh, how are we going to take on the Moab though? Just really slowly? Yeah, just slowly. That sucks. Oh well, we'll do it. We still got it. And then we'll farm for a little bit and then put like a few more of these planes. I'm thinking planes will be the best route here. Because top path boat is useless until we get to the 8,000 because it'll be down here and I don't really need that, I don't think. But maybe, I don't know. Let's go here. 2550. Put you the other way. All right, we're not doing too terrible. Might as well buff these 2, right? So right there. And then I think we'll just keep adding them. Keep throwing them in here. Just get so many that it doesn't matter. Is this the best? This is kind of just like deflation at this point, right? Just trying to see how much we can get through it as quickly And I think this is the best route. I mean, other than having like 2 bottom pass snipers, we're not gonna have enough money for that. So this is working, but we haven't hit our second round of Moabs yet. So that's what I'm a little nervous about. But I think we'll be okay because I have two alchemists and then 3 of these guys. So we should be chilling. And then let's just get our boat now that we can. Put him down here. Because even if he's not completely helping, he is helping here to put everybody over there, right? Like then they'll waste their time over there instead of just on both. Yeah, I just don't like that I'm seeing the Moabs at all. 30-50. But it looks like we're going to be doing better than normal. So we're on par for top 15 at least, if not top 10, if not like even higher, as long as we keep chimps, half cash, and all that stuff. But chimps and half cash are all I did or all I practiced on. So there's a good chance here that I mess it up. And I screw up on like alternate, or I screw up on Impoppable or something silly like that. But we'll see. Now here I'm going to go like this. This is cool. Okay. Then I think we should just pull 60 and not even worry about it. So I don't need you then. 39. And I'll use my ability because I don't know why I haven't been. That's kind of dumb, right? I should be using that thing like as much as I can there. Even this one, pull if I can. And then we'll go like what I was just doing there. Let's bomb it up. Okay, I need to... Oh, I can't pull? Did I use it or something? That's weird. I didn't think I did. I was talking about it, but it wasn't working. But I pulled that one, so we're good. All right. Dude, we're like a minute and a half quicker. Okay, I'm going to go. I'm at it again. I'm at it, guys. Let's go. I was worried that I was kind of screwing up on it, but now I'm not. So I don't care. Let's go. Get rough fast. Here, go, 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 go. 2 darts. Make sure nothing gets through us. There we go. Heck yes. I think we'll just run into like, okay, I'm going for top time now. I don't even care. I don't even care. We're just going to go very quick shots into the triple darts if we can. And then we'll use triple darts into, we'll sell them both later for maybe, or grab a sub as like backup. We're going for speed now, guys. This is sick. I love it. All right. So come on, come on, come on. Triple shots. Now this is where it gets exciting because literally we're usually at like 48-30 or something. And if this is setting the tone for this and we can keep everything up front, we are golden. So I'll put long range on these ones just so they can see off the track so they can hit it immediately. So that's cool though. So that's because what I was concerned about was that each round should be longer if they move slower on the track, right? But only if you don't pop them, I guess. So the amount of time it takes them to get in here doesn't matter at all, which is really cool. So we'll just do 2 of these and then I need a lead popper. Should we just get druids though because they're quick? Because my fastest time is cubism and I didn't use a druid. So I don't remember if I did on, oh, that was my second fastest time now, but I don't remember if I used the druid on downstream because I've always thought that druids are a little slower because of the way they pop stuff. The fact that they like hang on them for a second at the end of the round. So I've always been skeptical about that. And one of the fastest ones is just going with like a top path dartling. That makes everything super quick. The lasers, that's what we did on cubism, but there's not really a good straight line here to put it. So I don't think that's going to fly because you can't put nothing here and there. That'd be cool to like double cross it. And then you have the little, where that crosses the streams right here. That would actually be super sick, but I don't think that's going to happen. Now, as far as lead goes, the druid's the easiest, but I think if we just drop one of these, it'll have long range, right? Boom. Oh, and it even hits outside the track. This is perfect, actually. Yep. Because we'll get the top path boomer. I'm not going to worry about farms until we can't see Bloons. So I think what we'll do is we'll go Glaive Ricochet, and then we'll go with Super Glaives or whatever it's called, more Glaives. And then we'll figure out how to get rid of these guys. Because once we have camo on Etienne for all calls, I don't need these guys anymore. So we'll get 2050. It just, this one on its own, I really like that they lowered the price like a year or 2 ago to where it's 650 because it's cool. It kind of competes with the druid in that regard, but I just don't think it does because it's not as good. But once you get more glaives, things just a bruiser of worlds and just shreds everything, which is super cool. Let's see here. 2050. There we go. Cool. Now we're good. And then he just needs one more level and then he can see all the camo. So we don't even need these guys anymore. So what do we want as like our main attackers then? I'm thinking, you know, it'd be a sick strategy is a ninja strat, like a Bloon Jitsu Ninja. Not the Bloon Jitsu, the Grandmaster Ninja. That'd be sick. All right, we're actually good for a farm. Because then we're just going to go, yeah, dude, let's do farm. Because we're going to go middle path bomb to take out 40 and then sell it and then go to our farm and then buy something else for up here. I think what would be a good one would be, I'm thinking just like a top path, what do you call that guy? Engineer. He's so strong. And that's who we're using on Chimps, by the way. I'll give you guys a little bit of a little heads up of what we're doing. All right, so we're going to go with our bomb now. Here, I guess, because it's in my way. And we'll go here. Give it a little bit of range too so it can help. Yes. Okay, good, good. And now we can see camo with everybody. That's perfect. And then here. I'm loving this, guys. We are hauling. I get so stoked when we're actually on a good time. Because like sometimes it's like, after doing 63 of these, and then it's not like I just started playing the game. I've been doing this for years, right? And so sometimes when it's just like a slow run and I know I already like ruined it and it's not the best run, I'm like, oh man, I want to finish this thing. Like, I don't care. Who cares to have a 45th place? But when you have a top running time, you're just like, yes, please, thank you. That's where it's cool. All right, so we're going to go here. And then here's how we're going to do this. Let's do this. So I'm going to go keep hitting my ability. Okay, keep hitting my ability. So I don't need this right now then. Okay, got that one. We'll go here. We're going to go here, drop the druid or this guy down. There we go. And then I don't need you, so I can buy a village here. Make you faster. There we go. Cool. And then I think another farm is in play here because why not? We're not seeing any balloons, so it's not like we're going to be sacrificing anything. And then for 50, I do need something else to pop. So we'll go. It needs to be able to pop ice too in case this guy freezes something that he shouldn't be freezing. Because I didn't know that for the longest time that I'm wasting all these pops when these things are just like shooting. Like let's say Etienne, he can't pop ice, right? So he's just wasting all those pops trying to pop something he can't hit. All right, so what do we want to do for like the main big dogs here? I think like oh, I need to think of something quick though. Well, for speed, let's just do this because I know this works great. And then what we'll do is we'll sell for the big dog before 63 because we have 2 farms. And then we need our alchemist here. Oh, it's not going to be able to hit just him, huh? So I'll just put it over here. 1510. There we go. And then with this guy behind him, you're just fine. Like the boomer is so solid. There we go. So for this one, it's 4,300 and 4,900. So 5,000, 4,000, $9,000, and then $10,000. So $19,000. Let's just say $20,000 because those all add up to 20. So I just need 14,560, and then we have the big dog, and he'll just literally carry the rest of the game. So I just need 14,000, or I have 14,000. No, I need 14,000. I don't remember what I was talking about, but I see $14,000 here. Should I even sell my farms though? I feel like I shouldn't. So let's just say that's 9,000 and we'll just save up 25,000. Should we do that? We could. I mean, we're still doing solid. And we'll do this too. Yeah, this is good. We're still doing solid. I'll use my ability too for 56. That's pretty cool when you see Etienne's dragon not really doing anything because everyone's just destroying the world. All right, so we got 9 plus 5 is 14, and I need 4 more thousand. I need 20,000 bucks here, and we're good. We'll wait till after 60 though, because I want to make sure we pop it without any problems. Yeah, there we go. So now we'll sell, buy. Okay, it took a little bit of time to get used to it. Okay, that's not good though, huh? His range isn't the best. I left it on the bad range. So we'll put something else over here too. How about, let's put like one of these guys. Yeah, this is cool. I like it. But I need to remember to not put I don't need to put Etienne so high up. Look at that range going all the way off my screen over here around the corner. I could have gotten by with way less than that. And then these sell for 10, so we'll just need $11,000. And then we'll get Sun Avatar and be done. So I got my Sun Avatar, and I'm just tossing in as many Crossbow Masters as I can fit in here because they just help to like just break everything down. And I was worried about purple balloons with both these non-purple poppers. So just throwing these things in there, and it's pretty sick. Like everything just going fast. I love this. I don't like as much clutter. Like I'm not a big fan of that, but when you're trying to go fast, clutter is king, right? That's just how you do it. Now we're only at an hour in, which is crazy to think that the fastest time we've done is 2 hours and 16 minutes. So we still got an hour and 16 minutes ahead of us, but I have been cutting this one down. I was letting you guys just have like the full raw and edited ones for a while there, but I felt just weird having like 5-minute pauses, because then I feel like if I jumped in going, oh, you guys are gonna, you know, wake up or something if you are using this to fall asleep. So I'm just doing some rough editing here. So there's still some pauses so it can be more natural and flowy. But at the same time, like I'm not going to leave like a 20-minute break in there, like Deflation or whatever. I think this is cleaner this way. But there's those that one. That's our first hard mode. What am I even saying? There's those that one. That's not even a word. All right, so now Magic Monkeys only. We're going to start with Etienne again, of course, and then we're going to throw a Ninja. And what did I do? I missed it by like a fraction of a little spot there. Oh, well. Don't miss, don't miss. 430, we're going to miss. Dang it, guys. And I could have used my ability. That's on me. Oh, well. All right, so we're still good. We're still good. You go there. Now, our normal attack plan here is just to go with... what do we normally do? Well, it's good to have an Alchemist and a Ninja, because they'll just handle everything, right? And then what we can do is grab a Druid, eventually get Spirit of the Forest, because that's the money maker, and then we just throw in everything that we can to plow into the front. But this is just a solid play to have in the beginning, and then we keep it rolling, because Magic Monkeys, there's not much you can do with only 5-6 towers, right? I mean, you're kind of limited, and you want money, so you can either go like bottom path Alchemist, yuck, or once they start letting us know how much you make with the bottom path Alchemist, then that's going to be pretty cool. I don't know how they're going to guarantee that. I think it would be because with any tower that makes money, it just shows up on the top of their hitbox thing, and it shows you that, you know, they made $500 or whatever. So with him, he's not making you money. He's just adding to it. So it'd have to be like a different counter, right? Well, no, not true. I mean, he is making money. That's his whole thing. So yeah, I don't know. That's a cool idea though. Because over the years, they've made a lot of quality of life improvements. Because I don't know, a lot of these things you just take for granted after a while and you forget them. But I don't know if you guys remember, we didn't always have this where it pops up and says Etienne's in range of my Ninja. We didn't have that before. And we didn't have the Alchemist telling you. You just had to guess on who the Alchemist is hitting. It was disgustingly awful. And now, I mean, it's arguable because now you look and you go, oh, he's not hitting the one I wanted, of course. But before, it literally just didn't hit it. So that's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy all the things that we have that we didn't have before, which is just absolutely wild. Like I'm trying to think of more off the top of my head. But what else was it? There was a while like the Elite Defender was like the worst tower, and everyone called it the Elite Dumbfender. I don't know if you guys remember that. It was just an awful, awful, awful tower. And then what else was there missing? Icicle Impale. It was just like sucked. It just didn't do what it does now. And now it's a destroyer and just holds everybody back. But for a while, it didn't do anything, I don't think. And then, or maybe I just didn't use it. I'm not sure. But there's just so many changes to the game. There's a lot of quality of life stuff too, like the things above the head. Or what else was it? Oh, that last one they just added where you can put the tower and it like locks it to it. Oh, I haven't added it in this one. Oh no, I haven't put it in accessibility thing yet. So the one where it like snaps to the spot, I've been using the heck out of that. So the fact that we don't have that right now is kind of upsetting actually, but that's pretty cool. All right, so how are we going to take 40 actually? It's just going to be a slow take, huh? I just wish like we've always been saying over the years, everyone complains, right? There's a hero and we're like, no more heroes. We want a tower. No more heroes. We want a tower. So they did. They made us the Mermonkey. They made us the Beast Handler. And they made us the Desperado. Out of those 3, Desperado by like a mile, right? Like if you have the bar up here, like the other 2 are way below it, in my opinion. Nothing like against them is like I just, the Beast Handler for me is weird because we're using dinosaurs in a monkey game. That's weird. And then the other thing is like it takes a lot of work and you don't always have that. So I'm just not the biggest fan. And then they cost so much and you have to pre-plan it. And then they're not good until they get to their max form. Like it's arguable that they're decent, but then as soon as you get to any later game, they're just terrible. And then you're just stuck with these like bad towers until you can get to the top dog. So Beast Handler, not my favorite, but like in boss events, Megalodon's like Megala crazy, right? And then you got the Mermonkey, who is cool, but my favorite part of it was the bottom path alluring melody in the symphonic one. And then they're like, oh no, now he can't target BFBs. He can only do, because before no, what was it? The other one, the fourth tier, was able to hit BFBs, and now it doesn't. You have to get Symphonic Resonance to hit BFBs and ZOMGs. And I was like, what are we doing here? That was the whole point of that thing. And then they ruined the Pierce on it, so now you have to have like 3 or 4, when before you could get by with like 2 of them, and it could get you through the 98s and 99s. So I'm like, oh, you just killed the only one that was good. And then with the middle path, it's like $900 million. So you're never going to use it in anything but like, I guess, a boss event, or if you're just going late game. So that's kind of crazy. And then what was the other one? That was the top path. That one's cool because it allows you to place water towers on land, but you don't need to on a beginner map or an intermediate map or an advanced map. Really, you're never going to need that ability. And would you have gotten a $25,000 like path of a tower that's not really necessary to begin with to get that? Like, it's a little odd, you know? So Mermonkey, not the biggest fan. Desperado, love it. Love the Desperado. Top path is like one of my new favorite towers. It's cool. It's a cowboy. I'm biased because I live in the Western United States, so I like the Western stuff. And but yeah, and then why are we going on about this rant? Oh, because we're always asking for new towers and not heroes, and they're trying really hard and they make some cool stuff. And it's just like, I feel their pain. Like, you just try, and it's like, sometimes it's a hit, sometimes it's a miss. Like, I think Beast Handler, I think they're expecting more because it's like, oh, there's a lot of work to it. This is cool. Like, you have to do stuff to it. And everyone's kind of like, I don't want to work that hard to play this game. And then same with like Corvus too, you know, but like good ideas behind it. And then they just come back with this banger with that Desperado, you know. I love it. I love it. That's the kind of stuff I want to see. I just don't understand the middle path though. I'm really bad at it. Like, it has to be out of range to be in range. Like, that makes no sense to me, and I can't figure it out. I'm trying, guys. It's nothing against the tower. I just suck. Okay, so now we need to sell these 4,000, 5,000. We just did this math, and I can't remember it. 5,000, 9,000. So $9,000, and this is that. So we need $28,000 is what we need to be able to get this. That's not terrible. I can do that. $28,000, but do I want to buy more stuff to get us there faster? Probably, huh? Yeah, because those are stalling a little bit. So let's grab one more ninja, and we'll do our math based on that. And I haven't even been using his ability. What a genius. That could have got us there just that much quicker too. And the bummer thing about using this is that it does slow the game down. So like, I think the ninjas attack these things faster than Spirit does off the rip. So that's kind of sucky. Okay, so now we need 4 plus 4 is 8. Plus 5 is 13. So now we only need 24,000, right? Is that right? 24,000? No, that was what we needed before. What am I doing wrong? Stupid. What an idiot. Okay, that's how you have problems. What a dumb. All right, so let's do that again. 8. I have the cell as my second button on my mouse. And so when I like picked up the mouse and dropped it like out of desperation right there, and I like clicked it with my middle finger on accident and just dropped it. So 5 plus 4 is 9 plus 4 is 13. So that would be $24,000. Yeah. Oh, it was 28 before. Dummy. All right. So what we'll do on 59 is we'll just use this. Well, actually, we'll fight 60. I should have used that ability for 60. And on 61, we'll drop everything. All right, cool. And then while we're doing that, boom. There we go. Now we're good. And then just to make these things a little faster, put them back. All right, I think we're good. Okay, I'm just clicking. I'm clicking like a fool. I know it's not going to change anything, but I'm trying here. See, now you automatically make like tons of money with this guy. 1,000 every round is nothing to scoff at for sure. So I'm thinking 2 of these ninjas, because that's where we're at regardless. And then we'll put an alchemist behind him like this. I really like Etienne too because he can't be affected by alchemist. That's such a cool feature, so it's not wasted. At first I was like, that's dumb. Like, you can't buff your hero, because he would be strong. Like, those drones would be so much better if they could be buffed. But at the same time, it's nice to know that he's only going to hit these 2 and then maybe him on a little off chance here. So I'm not wasting my alch juice. All right, so we'll go here. And then we'll build up some supers and call it a day. That's it, man. We did it. We did it. Magic Monkey is not difficult, especially on this map. This map is not hard. It's just like the placements you'll see when it comes to chimps and stuff is just wicked. Now, I don't want to get too excited here, but my goodness, this guy made his 27,000 like he always does in this game mode because he's ridiculous. I'm going to save. Yeah, I'm going to save my ability for 80 here just to make it go as quickly as possible. Hopefully. One more fortified and we're good. Okay, there we go. I should have got a bottom path ninja because that would have made it like a fraction of a second faster, but who cares? We're hauling butt here, guys. And we're going really good time. Like we're at 111. That's not terrible at all. So we're going to drop you and then hit that ability here. Ability, the timer. Okay, go. I don't want him in the middle because I don't know what I want as my middle one yet because we do have to pop the Moab. So, of course, what we'll do is lose because I'm not paying attention in my head. What a dum-dum. Okay. Oh, it's because we need 620 now. That's a lot. That's a lot. All right, let's do this then. Okay, you got to help us out here, Dart Monkey guy. That's not good. All right, now that got me a little flustered, but we're going to do our Moab Assassin for the first Moab. And then that's why I kind of I'm not a fan, you know, when you're going for speed, you're already going to use like an assassin to take out the Moab quickly. And then now there's zero purpose of double HP Moab. And then when you get to 50, you're already strong at that point. And yeah, it's just kind of weird, but maybe not though. Maybe you're like trying to get a top path wizard and then you get to 50 and you're like, oh, I don't have it yet, you know, for the arcane spike, the one that takes out Moabs like really well. All right, so we're good there. I'm happy, honestly. And then I could probably go like the sub's a little slow, but it's good. And it'll be clean once I get that one. And then it'll handle the camo too. Not that it needs to, they'll all handle camo. But what I'm thinking though is like airburst darts. And then I think I messed up this already because I was thinking I could put an alchemist here. Maybe. I think he has pretty good range. We'll see. Okay, so there we go there. It's just the delay that takes to get there. I know it's like a nanosecond, but it just feels like it's a lot. And I don't want to lose time because of that. But I just want to kind of change it up a little bit and see if it's just faster than like a druid or something. Now, of course, we'll just go twin guns. This guy's good. I want sharpshooter, but that's just too much. So we'll run this one. I don't see any balloons, and that's all we need to do. That's really all we need to do. This is pretty cool. And then for this, I think we should just take it. What's going to take down Moabs quickly? I'm thinking I really liked the top path. What did we just use? The top path engineer. That was really clean, but Blazing Suns is good. And it might be super strong here. And then we could sell Blazing Suns for a Spectre and then buy another Spectre. We could just honestly have like two Spectres. I don't know if you guys know, but for a long time there, if you guys remember, I was like going for Apex Plasma Master and Big Plane in modes like this. And I was doing that Monkeypolis farming and I was getting all crazy. And then I'm looking, I'm like, what am I putting this much effort into it for? I don't need that much money. This is just double HP. It's not like it's like that fraction of a second to pop the extra layer with the two Spectres is not going to make that big of a difference from the Big Plane, you know? Now, sure, it's faster, but the time it took to get there was slower. So it's like it weighs itself out. All right, we don't have any lead. Oh, geez, I did that again. Okay, let's slow it down so I don't mess this up. And put that there. There we go. I know I should not have done that, but I just wanted to make sure because I'm sitting here blabbing my head off and not thinking about the fact that we don't have anything to pop lead. Like a dum-dum. All right, there we're good. And then I think I just want this one and we'll be okay. 2105. Actually, I'm not seeing any balloons, so I'm going to take this for now. This is good. 540. There we go. And then what we're going to do is use this to get our assassin up, of course, and then we'll sell it, buy the bottom path, buy a couple more bottom paths. 650. There we go. And then, yeah, let's just start shooting for it. 430. Okay, cool. What do you guys rate this new map though? Are you guys enjoying it? Are there any like Easter eggs that I've missed or anything? I like it so far. I think it's pretty cool. But I'm not feeling it as far as like Silas. I really wanted to use Silas for this today, guys, but I just don't think it's the plan. But how you guys liking the map? I think it's cool. I think it's, at first I was like, how is this intermediate? That makes absolutely no sense. Cause you'll see in the chimp start, it's just goofy. But then after I was thinking, I was like, okay, yeah, but shoots, you got Pat's Pond's advanced, right? Because that map's awful. So I think that's an advanced one. But yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go Banana Savage. Banana Savage. Oh my god, I'm gonna call it that forever now. I'll never forget. All right, I'm gonna keep hitting my ability for Assassin. Okay, ability. Sell, buy this one. Dude, I've never had that as a sell on here. I never, what? Now that I think about it, I purposely never put sell as my right clicker on here for that reason. Oh, that's why. Okay. So I play this How Fast Can You Black Border series on Epic Games. That makes so much sense now. Oh my goodness. So I played on Epic Games, but Epic Games is always like 2 days to like a week behind in the update. And since this update just came out a couple days ago, it's not on Epic. So I had to go get my user ID thingy or my linking code and play it on my main Steam account. So I'm on my Steam Bloons right here. And I'm thinking, because I've never had that for that reason. I don't want to make those mistakes in a speed run. And then sure enough, I made those mistakes in a speed run because it's there where it shouldn't be. But we can't change it now. So that's funny. I'm going to think it's there on the next round and then not sell in time probably. If I go back to that other game one, the Epic Games, it's just easier than logging out and logging in, because it always asks me my age, and I put in my age, and I'm like, I shouldn't be playing Bloons at this age. So it makes me feel bad. All right, so I think for like a tower here though, what should we go? We could just do like sub commander strat and never let anything get past us right here. We can do that. Let's do that. We'll put another one here because it'll be closer to the alchemists. So we'll put a village first, right? What the heck? Why did I just lose lives there? That's weird. Maybe not a substrat. What the heck? Okay, let's try it anyway because I'm crazy. What is going on? Okay, that was dumb. That did not work out as planned. So I'm thinking here. I just wasted time. Like a lot of time with my small brain. Oh, because it's double HP. I keep thinking it's, oh God, I'm so stupid. I forget that it's even a game mode. I forget that it's even a thing every single time, like Mr. Dum Dum McGee over here. That's so goofy. All right, let's just keep our brains on here, guys. We're doing pretty good still. I'm not unobsessed. I'm not unimpressed here. We're doing great. So what we'll do is we'll get Blazing Sun, and then we'll, oh my God, that's not good either. How much are you? 5,000. Okay, let's just get it. Here, there we go. And we'll personally outbuff you. There we go, 1510. We'll buy a boomer up here. Because I don't know if you knew this, but Blazing Sun can't handle 63 on his own. It's pretty sad, actually. So we need some other stuff to help out here. 21. But 63 is also a lot easier on, double HC Moabs than it is on Chimps, because we all have like tons of monkey knowledge here and you don't get to use on Chimps. So that's a big thing. We'll go here too. Okay, now we're good on 63 for sure. And then is this in range of the village? It is. All right, now for the first rush, I am going to use my ability here just because I don't want any problems. But I think we're more than fine. I have a recursive, a Blazing Sun, and a top path boomer. Like, we're solid. And then I'm going to put you here. Okay, I like this. I like this a lot. We're doing very well. So I can sell these, and now I have 2 Spectres. And then I have the Blazing Suns. We are totally destroying double HP Moabs. I'm digging this right now. We are going to have a top tier time. And I'm all here for it, guys, because this is sick. Oh, my absolute goodness. So we just have 2 more rounds left. We could buy stuff if we want, like for the... Yeah, we could. We could buy like this for the big dog at the end, the big old ZOMG. But after this is half cash, and I hate half cash. I actually have a picture here. I need to bring it up, huh? Because we're going to have problems if I don't. Let me see if I can find that while we're going fast here. This is not good. Half cash and Crevasse Chimps. We'll do half cash. Okay. There we go. I do have a picture of it now. Good. All right. So I wanted this bomb here just in case for 80. And then on 80, we're going to also use the ability. Let's go fortified. So another fortified 1, 2. Okay, that's the first one. That's the second one. And then 80, use the ability. Oh, that's the wrong ability. I used the escape and not the ability, dummy. All right, there we go. Cool. So now we go here, intermediate there, hard, half cash. And now we can't start with that. So what we're going to do is it's going to be slow. And that's the problem here, but it's what we got to do because that's all we can do. We're going to have to wait for Etienne all the way to 630. I didn't want to come up with like a better strategy because it would have taken more time. And then it's like, it kind of kills the essence for me if I put too much effort into these. That's kind of why I don't really want to do the harder maps too. Not only because it's an excuse because I suck, but because like if you have to have them down to a science, it's not as fun. I mean, that's the whole point of speedrunning is that you like have the game mastered, but I just like to have fun with this too. And to come up with it on the fly is more fun. So there's that. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go into, okay, so we're going to get Etienne first so we can start getting that level up. Going to drop him back a little bit so he's not, I don't even remember what the screenshot's about. I just hope that we don't lose on it. That's crazy. And the best part about my screenshots is like I had an ice monkey, but it's not there. So I must have sold it to buy another bomb. And then that's just not smart. Okay, so there's that. And then I think I either want a druid or I probably want longer range so I can get some more pops faster because a druid's not going to be that great at that. So we'll do this one first, which just sucks, dude. Look how much time we're wasting here. Oh my, all that lead is probably just gone now. That's such garbage. I'm wondering if I like would have been better off since we're already at the end of the map anyway with these towers. If I'd have been better off putting like 3 darts, 4 darts, 5 darts, getting all the darts there, than selling for like a sub later on. Because look, they're already going to the end. So what would have been a big deal? We would have had a few rounds that were faster if we would have done that, is what I'm getting at. Because now we're just slow. But I should be using my ability too to speed these things up. We'll use it on 15 for sure. So 540, come on, dude, it's so slow, so slow. Let's see. Can I get it now? Yes, no, almost. Okay, cool. There we go. Now we got some time. I'm gonna use my ability there on 15 to help it out a little bit. I should have used it way later. I'm all over the place, guys. I hate half cash. Like, I don't want it gone because we need the challenge and it actually is its own unique little thing here. But my absolute goodness, this is awful. We're just wasting time. All right, so here, 485 finally. Come on. Okay, now before we get to our air burst, 'cause I feel like that's going to take forever, we're going to get our druid first. I think he's going to help more. Because this is clean right here. There we go. Get it. So because when I do these things to practice, I do them on super speed mode on my mods. And so it doesn't seem like it's taking forever because it's going like times 100 speed. And when you get to it, you're like, oh, this sucks actually. This really sucks. Oh, I had to get this way first because of the lead, huh? 380 now. This just sucks. There's just nothing I can do. I just got to stop complaining. We just got to keep moving, I guess. All right, so airburst. If I can. What's really holding us up is the left side because it just keeps taking forever. So once I get the druid up, I feel like that would have been a better play than airburst, to be completely honest. Because that's what's holding us up, and the druid would stop him a little bit faster. All right, cool. We got that covered. Let's go for this one. It's like 1,100 bucks, right? Or 1,300? 1,100. That's not terrible. We don't have max camo yet either. I didn't think about that. Okay. I'm not worried. Guys. We got this. We're good. Are anybody of you out there using this as a guide right now? Like, are you using this for like a half cash guide or a chimps guide or alternate guide or anything? Because that'd be cool to know. Let me know if you are. Because that's why I like to save spots too. Like, I do like to let the footage run so you guys can see, because I hate it when I used to try to follow guides and someone would just skip something out. You're like, come on, man, you didn't need to do that. Like they weren't thinking. And I do the same thing. Like I'll just not even think, because I've gotten comments in the past on these like, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? And I just like, I don't know. I wasn't thinking about it. I'm a big dum-dum. All right, so I need 1190 for this triple guns now. And now we should not be messing up too much, I don't think. As far as like seeing too many balloons leave our side. We'll use that for the end on 37. There we go. Cool. And then we'll go Alk for that Moab. So we'll probably lose a couple balloons on Moab, but I'm not too concerned about it, to be honest. Because we'll have Etienne too, and he's in a good spot. So let's go 380. Ability. Yeah, clean. Not a big deal. We lost a couple. Okay, now we go 1510. Oh, man. All right, so now our goal is we're going to get to a 320 Alk. We're going to get to a armor piercing dart, and then we're going to just start throwing cluster bombs and the other dogs out because we need it. Like, that's what we need. I'm not going to lie, guys. I'm a little nervous about 63. I had a couple like scares over here, and I'm just a little nervous. I don't even have the full on icicles yet. So that's not good. I don't think I'm going to have it either. So I'm going to have to use my ability for that first rush just to make on the safe side. Because I thought I was going to have icicles. I don't know what I did differently. Do you think it's like I didn't have... I'm wondering, because I thought I had icicles here. So maybe I didn't. And I had a boomer instead. Let's see. There we go. Are we good? Yeah, we're good. Okay, that was scary, but we're fine. Oh my God, I just clenched. All right, let's put this one here and then go all the way up to there. My goodness, these are scary. All right, I don't think there's going to be any more problems because we'll just get a boomer, and then we're going to get a, what do you call it, the end too, a boat plane instead of the sub, because the sub's going to be lackluster once we do have slippage. So I think that's when that comes in. Like right there, do you see how many pinks just went through? That was crazy. Oh my gosh. Okay, we need to get rid of this guy sooner than later then. I might toss the ice. Well, no, I probably shouldn't have even gotten this recursive, and I should have just gotten the boat. But the boat's 0 good over here until he's the 8,000 one. That's the problem. But 3 recursives I know ice should be more than enough to take down like literally everything. So that's why I'm kind of confused at why we're struggling a little bit. But like I said, I go on such fast mode that I can't even see what I'm doing. So that's probably the problem. But if I could redo this, and I actually was putting thought into this, I would 1,000% have put this guy up to like a triple dart or something, or moved him to up here. Or like I said, put all 3 darts up across the top in the front at the beginning, and then like build 2 more. So probably have like 5 total so they can cover everything. And then I would have started like my climb into crazy stuff, because that's just a little scary. All right, now 78 might be rough. So let's go boomer 2. This is not, I'm straying from the path because I do not have an ice tower on my game. I have a boomer. So I don't know what I was thinking, what I changed, but I'm going to do it here too. And then we're going to save up for a boat and sell the sub and the alchemist for the boat, because he'll be a better cleanup at the end if something slips through. But honestly, nothing should slip through if we have 3 recursives, an ice tower, and a Morglaives. Like, that's wild to think about anything getting through there. But I also only had 30 lives on the last run too on my little screenshot here. So maybe I'm doing better. I like it. 2160. And there we go. Now no balloon is getting past our bow. 76, 78. I don't care. It's not happening. And then we'll put, oh my God, they slipped through. And then I saw as I was looking for the boat, I saw Etienne's little tail slip through. I think we would have lost right there if it wasn't for, dude, it was 100% because of you. That's crazy. The boomer just saved our butt right there. But did I use my ability that I should be using this entire time? No, because I'm dumb, dude. Why would I even worry about losing any lives on 78 when I have 2 abilities I could use? That's wild. Okay, so if we get to 78, I'll do this for the first one. And it'll be ready for the second one. And then there you go. That's a game right there. And these sell for 26 and 47. So that's 60, 73. Yeah, $73,000 we'll have. So let's just say 7,300, but let's just say 7, just so I don't have to do as much math. Use our ability here. All right, 32. And I only need 86, so I only need like $1,600. That's not bad. So 1,600. There we go. There we go. Cool. I like it. Give him a little bit of alk love if I can. Put him here. And then on 80, use my ability. This is half cash, guys. We just did it. That was not even bad. That was not even bad. I was super scared, and there's no reason to be. That was easy. Oh my goodness. Etienne's the boss, dude. The freaking best. Okay. Here. Now we're on to alternate. Now this is where it's going to get tricky because I have no idea what to do. I think what we'll do is we'll start with one of these guys, or should we just go straight to you? Yes, do this. Oh, I can't. Okay, we're going to have to eat it a little bit. I think that's better because we're going to eat it anyway. I'll just buy this one, and then we shouldn't have to eat nothing. Oh, cool. And then we could still have a lead by that time too. Okay, this might work. It's a little bit of a slow start, but we also always have slow starts when it comes to alternate. So we'll go there, 195. Okay, cool. That's still bad. Okay, I like it. Now for lead, I'm thinking we go boomer. But then I can't buy a camo lead later, so it's probably still better to get this one. Dang it. 380. I think once I get 380, I'm just going to save up for Etienne because we do need him, like especially with alternate where everything's camo anyway. Like we need our camo tower as quickly as we can. All right, so I'm happy with this. Although I think it's going to be slow, the lead popping. We'll see. If I see a bunch of balloons, we might have to upgrade to like shrapnel shot or something. Let's see how it goes. All right. Oh, not bad. I'll take it. 630. Let's grab our Etienne. Come on, Etienne, you big boss. There we go. All right, now. What else could we do up here? What haven't I used that could be pretty good? I mean, the mage would be pretty cool, I guess. What else? I don't know. I'm trying to think here. I mean, we need this for 24, so I might as well not forget about it. Oh, that's not going to fly with me, though. We need to pop something about that. So let's just do this. But he's going to be slow start, though. Ugh, it's better. It's okay. It's okay. We'll figure it out. 300. Yeah, dude, the dart's like the MVP on this one for sure. I really like the dart starts. They're clean, they're easy, they're simple, they get the job done. And it really is. It's not like you'd always have to use them, but on a map like this, it's clean. I mean, it's fast. So other ones we always go with like attack because they're always clean, but here it's not because you'd have it here and then it's just going to spread a couple times. This kind of reminds me of that one Sunken Columns is what it does because it kind of feels like that. So I had to upgrade to sharpshooter because I kept losing camos because we're not level 8 yet. So the boomer's not even helping. It's kind of a bummer. And then alternate does have the fortified Moab to start, which is scary. So I would like to get a Moab assassin, but then you have a Moab quickly after. So we have to think of something else to do. So I think we should do what we've been doing. It's pretty solid play. We'll farm a little bit, grab the assassin, use it, sell it, buy the farm, and then immediately buy something else that will help with the Moabs. So maybe just like another Mauler in the beginning. Or I think a top path, this guy again would be pretty solid. We just need to, okay, good. Now we have camo. We're not going to be as destroyed anymore. So put you there. We'll go that extra range and frag bombs to help out a little bit. That'd be cool. I don't think we're going to have enough for it, though. I think I screwed up. Dang it. Oh, my gosh. Paid too much money here. Maybe, though. Maybe. No, maybe not. Let's see what happens on 39. Because I could always sell the sniper, too. I don't need him anymore. I'm going to have to. Dang it. All right, let's do it. There we go. Okay, sell. Use that ability. I'm going to use it. I'm waiting for it. Okay, we used it. Okay, now buy this one. Okay, now we're going to buy our top path here for that second set of Moabs we're going to see here in a minute. There we go. I like it. I like it a lot. And we'll make everyone just a bit faster. Oh, that was gross. That was disgusting. Okay, go faster. Now, I think we're okay. Are we good on Moabs and stuff? Like, can I pop them as is, or what should I do here? Because I want to farm some more. I need to farm some more. I want at least 4 because I want a couple specters. I want the top path here to be breaking everything. I just want to be pumping iron over here. And we're doing pretty good on the Moabs. I'm not unhappy with this. At 47, that's pretty good. Put one over here too. Okay, what else can I use for like a quick beater upper over there? How about, I think Blazing Suns is good. It just takes everything out, man. It's such a solid play. I love it. And you could get the top path one to make it even better. We already have all these sharpshooter guys. 150, there we go. So I'm going to grab that just as like a quick upgrade for now to give a little bit extra love. We have our ability now if the case gets a little crazy. Because I think you get a BFB, right, already? No, not yet, but I'm going to use this ability here because we cannot take fortifieds on our own yet. Oof, that's bad. That's bad. But am I going to greed? Yes, I am. All right, so now I need this guy here. Right there. Cool. And then we'll grab twin 6s. Dude, these things are beefy. Oh my god, I hate fortifieds this early. This is nuts. And we'll buff him up too because we have to. They don't hit these individually, right? Like that'd be silly. All right, here. There we go. Cool. Holy smokes. Okay, so we got 400 times 4, so we get 1,600 per round. So we'll take 10 rounds to get 16,000. So we'll have it by 63, I imagine, but it's just kind of a bummer we only get 1,600 per round. That's not a lot, considering we need more money here, especially if we want to go big with big stuff. Especially since this doesn't even cover everything for 63. Like we still have to buy more. It's kind of sketch. Okay, let's see. There we go. Okay, now we're fine. We're safe for a little bit. And then I would like to buy another vowel over here. There we go. Now that is totally fine for 63. There's no doubt in my mind. All right, now we want a specter. Right there, as far over it as we can in case we want to put another one. Let's see how we handle 63 though. I have my ability ready in case something happens, but I think we'll be fine. Let's see. Here we go. First rush. Oh, dude, the boomers and the blazing suns together are just oof, destroyers. I love it. I'll take it. That was cool. Oh, I didn't want the Spectre though. I wanted this guy. We'll get both. Because Spectre's probably faster though, huh? To be completely honest, because he can shoot off the screen. Yeah, probably. I think Center Champion's cool, but Spectre's gonna be better. Oh my gosh, we're almost already done with this. This is pretty sick. And then I have the Crevasse Chimps picture. That I have no idea how I even did. That's gonna be rough. I'm really nervous about that, to be completely honest, because I don't remember what I did. I just have a picture of what I did. I know the general idea, but it's the beginning that always gets you, you know, because if you don't plan it out just right, you end up with this like bad strategy that's not really going to cover the beginning. And then you lose 6 times and you lose your time. So, but I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Do I have a sub? I do. I have 2 subs even. Uh-oh, that's not good. I have 2 subs. All right, let's just grab our Spectre and just get over this. But why would they make a map called Crevasse? Just something else I can mispronounce. Like they do it to me on purpose. They like it literally reads as Crevasse. So I'm going to call it Crevasse. It sounds like a cool like drink or something, you know, like a rapper sells it on the side. It's Crevasse. That's cool. All right, so now these sell for $20,000. That's pretty good. So I just need $14,000. Then I could buy the top path here and then we're really good. That's cool. I like that as well. So 14. I don't need the Spectre so far back. What am I doing here? I can have it like there. I wish you could do like, I know we can do figure 8, but I wish I could choose where it is. So just figure 8 right here. That would be sick. Or just like a tight circle right here. Just like, and he just kept spinning in his own axis. That'd be sick. All right, this one and that one. Boom. Center champion. We're good. We win. And then because there's so many fortifieds, we'll do this too. Let's put it right there. Right there. I don't need crossbow anymore, so I'll get this first. Because I think this will be better off helping. I think, right? Come on, come on. Come on, there we go. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, baby, we're killing it. This is what I like. This is what I like. So now Impoppable, I think same plan, just farm more, really. Just get better farms, bigger farms, and then we'll just get our big plane like we always do. I mean, that's the safest play. That's the cleanest play. I did want to try out the new and improved Mad because they made his Pierce better. And so he could just shred through the entire end game. But at least the Spectre can carry us all the way to the big plane. The Hydro Rockets pods or the Rocket Storm cannot carry us. It sucks. So I'm not going to buy I should buy Ninja though. Why did I do that? Oh well. And I used my ability too early and then I clicked the wrong thing. It doesn't matter though. We're okay. I never time alternate balloon rounds correctly anyway because I always forget what's going on. But that wasn't too bad. We're done. There we go. On to Impoppable. We still have a lot of time left. I'm very happy with this. How long is this going to take? It's about 17 minutes. So are we going to be good on this? I don't know, actually. So we'll go here. Actually, no, we're going to wait on you. We're going to put one here, and then a sub here. And that's how we're going to have to do this. Ah, that sucks, dude. That really sucks. Because we can't lose the balloons here. So it's like half cash, but not as good. So we're just going to have to immediately get something that can help us. And it's not Etienne, that's for sure. And then what we can do, let's get this one. Come on, 600, 600. Come on, hurry up, bro. Hurry up. There we go. There we go. Cool, 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 cool. And then as soon as I get twin guns, I'm going to go for middle path on this one just to keep us at bay, and then we'll get Etienne. That's such a huge waste, but I mean, it'll keep us safe at least and keep us going fast because let's say it does take 17 minutes. That's 5 minutes and another 15 minutes for that. I think we're going to be in top 10. I think we're still in top 10. I don't know why I feel a little off about it, but I think we're okay. So 540. There we go. Quick U up. 230. Wondering if I should get a druid before because I keep having the same issue where we're just overdoing it and then this guy can't hang out the whole time. But if triple shot's 540, but I need Etienne. What am I doing? I just don't want to lose points. I don't want to lose any time here, so we got to keep moving. Half cash really killed us. That took way too long. It really did. I honestly think we'd have been like top 5 if it wasn't for half cash. I wish there was another way to go about it too. Oh, perfect timing for 15. I love this. This is perfect. All right, and then we'll go this one too, just to make it a little better. Yeah, this is sick. Okay, cool. And just to make sure we have our lead or camo covered. So now I'm going to grab my Etienne for 700, and then we got to worry about a lead, so we'll get a druid, and then we'll actually be able to hold on for a while, I think, with just this. Or maybe I can sell this guy. I'll sell him as soon as we get Etienne's camo, and then we'll buy... we'll start farming like crazy. We're already too far without a farm, but I did not want to lose time. So what did I say? A druid for the lead? Yeah, let's do that. We'll go here. 320. 420. 420. And then 1260 for Druid of the Jungle. We're going fast. I like it. And we don't even have airburst yet too, which is pretty cool. So 1260, and then he'll level up fast enough, you know? So I'm not too worried about it. We'll have camo before we need it. Like we only need it by 59 for the camo lead. So I'm not too concerned, especially if we keep this middle path dart easy. Okay, now we're safe for a while. So let's do airburst darts for 1200. And then I think we should start farming, right? At least a little bit, because I don't see any balloons, so I'm not unhappy with this right now. Yeah, no balloons at all. So let's get a village for 1370, and then maybe even another one. Not a village, a farm. Maybe we should get 2 of them. Dude, it would be sick to use powers though. I'm not gonna lie. Like to use that little power farmer banana guy where he automatically collects the banks. I would just bank everything and not even stress about farming. So we'll do this one here all the way over. Look, I could put it on the track. That's weird. That's an oversight. All right, so we'll put this one here because now I can fit 4 just in this area. So I think 36 is sometimes a problem, but I don't care about that first rush because it's not going to make us lose. And then we'll clean up it's just about that last rush because that's the one that's going to cause us time, right? If we go too far. But the second rush, third rush, like, look, as long as we take them out like that, boom, it's not a slow round at all. So I'm okay with that. I should upgrade to triple after this though, because we do need to take down that Moab and we're going to have a bad time with it. Oh, we're already on 37. Oh, wow. That's bad on my part. I did not see that. Oh man, I should have got my, what do you call that thing? I'm going to do it anyway, actually. We need it. So we're going to go here like this and sell this one. Oh, no, I'm not going to have enough for it. That sucks. Okay, that's really sucks. Oh, well. So as soon as I see that lull in it, I'm going to drop this. So we're going to see pause, pause, pause. Pause, boom, first ability. Okay, cool. So we'll sell you now, buy you. Dang it, that's not what I wanted, but that's what we'll take. All right, 720, and now I'm going to grab an Alchemist. It's all about timing, all about speed. All right. $16.80. Oh, wow. No. What is going on here? What is going on, Mr. Druid? Oh, that was stupid. Let's not do that again, please. Okay, so I need something else up here for sure. All right, let's grab a bomb then. What the heck was that? I almost had to hit home, but we didn't, so I think we saved a lot of time. What the heck, Druid? That's like your only job is to keep us from losing here. That's crazy. So 3,000. I don't want 3,000 though. I need this. 3240. Okay, now I need this. Recursive cluster for 3. Sell you, buy this one. Okay, cool. And now I need this one up to 3,000. I feel like that's going to help us out a lot. It's getting scary, guys. Because then he'll take out everything in the Moab. He should anyways, like really easily. I like this. This should be clean. We'll see how it goes though. I always judge it on the 49. If we can take down 49 pretty easy, then 50 shouldn't be an issue at all. But just in case, I will get a sharpshooter here because I just feel like that's a solid play regardless. And it's going to help out. Yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll grab these 2 farms. Oh, man, this is way too much thinking for me. But we haven't really lost too much time. I got a little scared there and slowed it down, but it's not the worst thing in the world. And we have Etienne's ability now. If we get too scared, I can just drop that. So like on 55, the 4th rush, we'll probably drop it just to make sure we don't have any problems. Oh, man. And then you be really scared for chimps. That's what's going to happen. All right, it's 3240. There we go. Now we need to worry about 63. So honestly, I think the Blazing Suns has been like a solid strat. We should stick with it. 5760. Oh my God, what are we doing here? Are we okay? Why are you keep doing this to me? Okay, so I need to do a couple things here because that's happened several times now. So we're going to go here, 1800, 960. I'm going to grab a boomer on this side. I think, yeah. Okay. Now the problem is there's no way I can have Blazing Suns by 63 without selling, and I don't want to sell. So I think what I'm going to do is just throw another bomb here just to be on the safe side, and that should handle 63 no problem. And I went with bomb instead of boomer because I want the bomb to actually help pop more Moab class, because all we have for popping Moab is this guy over here, which is kind of crazy. So we'll go Blazing Sun. Let's do it. First rush, easy. Okay, cool. That's all I needed to see. So I think what we should start doing though is selling these for these ones and then buying them back. Someone told me that in the comments once. They're like, dude, I think you're doing it wrong because you're not buying the farms back and then just selling them to buy a better farm, then selling them to buy a better farm. I said, really? I didn't say that, but in my head I was like, really? Is that how we should do that? And then so maybe that's what we're gonna do now. All right, cool. But I don't even have a 5th tier into the 60s. That's kind of asking for trouble. I think I'm farming a little too much. But I want at least 2 marketplaces by now, central marketplaces. I think I need it. So you sell for 12, and so I need $6,000. Let's see, 6. There we go. And then buy these ones back. I can't believe what we're getting by with right now. This is crazy to me. So I still think I should be going for at least either Blazing Suns or a Spectre. Probably a Spectre, huh? It's probably a smarter play because that's what I need anyway. So I don't. Blazing Suns is cool, but is it going to be necessary? I don't know. So we'll grab this one over here for now. Even buff them up a little bit. Why not? All right, now we just need $28,000. We're going fast, guys. This is sick. How many times have I said that this run, though? I'm just like really excited about it. You have no idea. Like we're doing it. We're doing it. All right, so I've seen $11,000 more, which shouldn't be a big deal. And then I'm probably going to grab one more central marketplace just because they're nice to have at the end just to like really speed things up. And they already made 25,000, 18,000. Yeah, it's crazy. Timed that ability perfect for once. That was sick. That really helped. Six, 27, 28. Come on, baby. All right, I like it. Now, usually what I do here is I have like I usually sell everything for the Flying Fortress by this round, like by 80, and that's a solid play, but that's only 40 grand right there. 50. I could do that, honestly. I could save up to 40 grand, but I think it'd also be better just to sell this one for 6, so I need 12,000. Yeah, let's do that. Now we got Central Marketplace. There we go. So now I got 60,000 here, so I only need 31,800 for the MIB, or the sorry, the big plane. I think we should just do that. That's probably smarter. So how much did I say? 60. So I need 31,000. Not bad. $31. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. There we go. Oh, I didn't sell. I was like, what is going on here? Okay, there we go. I also need to buy another farm, unfortunately, or another village, unfortunately, because I need MIB for the DDTs. And why don't I just sell that one? Because I want this upgrade, because I am going to get Blazing Suns, because I think he's cool. Yeah, this is a way better play. That's such a better play to have this guy shredding everything on the hundreds like that. Yeah, it's clean. Now, what would be really cool is like this guy's good, right? So I should be utilizing that a little bit better. So we might. And then honestly, I should have like what do you call, like a master bomber too if I could. I don't think I'll have enough money for it, but that'd be sick. 21,000 here. See, okay, we're in the 90s. I mean, we're there. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think I'm gonna get the. I don't think I'm gonna get it. The other one. 21. I don't think we'll have enough. We only have 12,000 there, and the Master Bomber costs a lot. So I'll sell a crossbow. I don't need that anymore. And we'll put the ninja here. Yeah, that's 48. That's never going to happen. So let's just buy this instead. I was thinking about getting the defortifier too, but I just don't think we need it. Like, look how fast these guys shred. And again, we only have to worry about the last balloon on the screen, not the first balloon. So as long as we're just like shredding through everything, I don't think it's a big deal. I'm gonna grab 2 of these and just blast away on 100. There we go. There we go. 2 of them. There we go. Shoot, we might be able to get a third. So I'm going to blast abilities here. So as soon as we see 100, there we go. That was super quick. Okay, that's it. We did it. Got our instant monkey. Now we're on to Chimps mode, guys, and I'm not excited about it, but we have to change our hero here to Sada. Where is she? Here we go. I always forget because the skins. Intermediate, this one. Let's go. Chimps. All right, so we can't start with Sada. What do I have here? I have a druid. So we start with a druid right here. And then I put a dart here like this. I believe that's it. Okay, that's it. That's it. And then I grab a... Oh, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. And then I grab a... what do you call this guy? The dude. The dude. I'm going to grab the dude. Okay, this is where it gets scary, guys. This is where it gets scary. This is for the game right now. Okay, so we're going to grab you here. I put it too high. Dang it. Oh, well. And then we're going to grab another dart. I have this like little recipe for this thing. So we're going to grab another dart here. So that'll cover all this stuff. We're going to grab Thorn Swarm, which I don't know why I do that. No. We want Sada. Why would I buy anything but Sada right now? Duh. Okay, can we get to you, girl? I think we can. If not, we got to restart, which is a huge bust. And I don't want to do that. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. Look at this team go. Okay, one more. You guys got this. You guys got this. Okay, put you here. Okay, there we go. Sada for the win, guys. And now what I'm thinking is Airburst probably be better, but we have to wait for it longer because Druid saves us if anything happens. So I want Airburst really bad, but I also want to make sure we're safe. And the Druid saves us in a pinch. This guy just makes us faster, quicker. But honestly, I think this might be a better call because it is clean and it helps out with the camo in 24 in case Sada misses a little bit of it. So there we go. Okay. So we'll get twin guns and then get the Druid probably. Is that probably a good idea? So we'll get this one. Because I have Sada's ability. I forgot about that. So if we need it, we can use it. Okay. Just have to hope that I don't panic use it and then we like end up in the wrong spot. Because this guy can handle his own. It's these two that I'm worried about. So if something slips by, we can just have him handle it. Okay. So 1135. Because 22 might be a little tough. Maybe not. Okay. I'll take it. There we go. There's 24. Easy. Dude, this is working out. This is actually working out. I love this. All right, so Druid is done for now. Let's see here. Let's grab our 1080 for our Airburst. $1080. Dude, I love when plans come together. This is sick. Okay. And now I'm just going to grab my sniper. But him, I'm not really sure the best spot. I just want him to see the most of the tracks. I feel like right there is good. Because then we can see. Yeah, that's probably the best. But then he has like a bad. This is a bad tower to use. But if you guys have seen like any of my other videos, I abuse this strategy. Probably not so much on the speedruns. But when I can, I go Sada, Spirit of the Forest, and Elite Defender. Because it's just beautiful. And it works every single time. And what it does is it allows you to get through 40 flawlessly. So that first Moab, it allows you to get through the 50s easy. and then you can actually get through 63 easy, and then it just lets you build up what you need to build up, so you don't have to stress about things. And I just think that is such a perfect little combo. So we're gonna rock this all the way to the end, which is just great. And then this, this guy does die off. He's not the best, but I mean, he has a good little range here of seeing stuff. I wish I could remove these little crystals. That would be even better, but what are you gonna do? So now we have everything covered, you know what I mean? So we have loose balloons we have covered with either the sniper or the druid. We have a good camo base with all of these. We don't have camo lead yet, but it doesn't matter because we'll just get a village when we need it. But for right now, we can get full auto rifle, and that'll handle all of the balloons. And then we'll get an alchemist to make them even stronger. And it's just such an easy strategy. And like I said before, I tried a lot of stuff. I really did. I tried to use just like ice only with the Silas, and that was just so slow. I was like, no, we need a top timer, not a slow time. And then another one I was going for was the Mad. That didn't work. So basically what I was doing was just setting myself up for like later wins. And so I got the Blazing Suns, and that was helping out a lot because it just let me build up so much money, but it's just not good sometimes. I could have used Sada's ability right there, but I'm busy yapping my trap. Oh well. So we're going to grab this for here until we can get to the good one. So this is what I like to do because it speeds up the game and it makes him stronger, so you don't have to worry about nothing. Now, they did raise the price of my poor elite defender, but I have not seemed to have it be an issue yet. Like, I think he's, what, $300, $400 more? It's not much to worry about. I'm still able to get everything I need to get. So that's all that matters, really. One thing I am nervous about is the final boss. I am worried about Bad because we're not really going to have much damage at him with what we're doing. I mean, we'll take it open, but we might have to rely on timing the first strike, but I don't think so. But as always, you guys can use this as a chimp strategy. I wouldn't use it on this speedrun unless I knew it would work, you know what I mean? Because I've said it before, but man, having chimps at the end after you've already done 2 hours and 8 or 2 hours in, and then you have to rely on this one strategy to get through it without losing is just such a upsetting thing. But I guess that's the whole nature of speedrunning, right? You could be 15 hours in on some games and then just wreck it if you're going for like a long game speedrun. That's just crazy. Imagine if somebody sat down, given their 70 something maps times an hour and a half at minimum. So that'd be 70 hours. What are we doing here? 70 plus 35, so over 100 hours straight. What if someone did just a full-on stream marathon of 100 hours straight? Would that be pretty cool? I think it'd be pretty cool. Just playing this whole thing. All right, 60, 90, there we go. Okay, now we have to worry about 59, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a village, put it in range of everybody, like right there, I think. That's probably solid. Yeah, like right there, maybe? Yeah. Grab camo. So now we don't have to worry about any camo leads or leads in general because our lead popping is pretty weak. And then we'll grab the jungle drums. I like this strategy. It's just it makes me feel good. Like there's just no stress about it. You can use it on every single beginner map and every single intermediate map. Literally all of them. This will work. What's cool about it is it's just literally, it's the sniper, Sada, and the Spirit of the Forest, and then you can choose what you want to use as your final tower. Like the rest, it really doesn't matter. In this particular one, we're going to be using a top path engineer just because I like that he clumps them all together and just shoots everything up here and makes it real tight and quick. But yeah, I mean, you could use whatever you want. I tried to use the middle path Desperado and it just doesn't work for me. You could probably get away with what else would work? Top path boomer would be pretty sick. You wouldn't do as much damage later on, so that would kind of suck. And what's crazy is like I go with Spirit of the Forest every time, and I kind of hate it sometimes because it's like the whole point of him is he makes money. Like you're supposed to put him around farms. There was a time when he was like the top farming strategy. It was wild. But you put him around farms to get extra money. You use his ability that we have at the bottom. And then you get 1,000 every round because of Spirit. So we're completely taking that away, but he still destroys the game. Like it's so cool. And I just love that too. And I love Ninja Kiwi for that because I have a buddy at Ninja Kiwi named Rohan, and I've known him since the very beginning of my whole journey with this stuff. So it's been years now. And his favorite's the Spirit of the Forest, and my favorite's Spirit of the Forest. I think his favorite's the Bomb, but he likes Spirit of the Forest a lot. And so over the years, I'm like, make Spirit of the Forest good, make Spirit of the Forest good. And like he's been trying all these years, and finally it's one of the best towers. And because there was a while there when it just nobody got it for any reason at all. Like it just was not worth it. The vines weren't that great. we didn't have the brambles pop up. I don't know if you guys remember that. So I was talking about like ease of live things. Oh my, I was like, what the heck's going on here? The brambles didn't always pop up on that third tier. It wasn't a thing. I think it was just one, and it would just suck up one balloon at a time. So it was useless. And then they finally got around to making it to where you can use, it just pops them up and it stays there on the track. And now the druid is like indispensable. It's one of the best towers in the game. So really cool, really cool. All right, so I'm wondering if I should use abilities here just to go faster, because like I said, I did it on like super fast mode with my mods, and that's how I know this works, but I'm not sure how fast it works, but it should be fine. Let's see here. We're good still. We need so much more money. That's why I'm getting a little nervous. But I think the one I was scared about was 63, so that's understandable. I'm not too nervous about that. We need $17,800 left. Okay, but I am going to keep my fingers on 1 and 3 so we can be ready in case something does come a little too far. We don't have to lose to it. Ooh, and then I got Shattering Shells later too. Okay, I know what I'm doing. I feel like I've played this game before. Actually crazy though. Oh my goodness. And then we'll get that Black Border. But I think based on the time, it's 2 hours and 12 minutes. It's like right now, like that took too long. Like there's no threat of losing, but it took too long. And I should be timing my ability. I just don't want to not have it. I really don't want to not have it and lose. I'm scared about that. So maybe we can use at least our first ability to help out the sniper a little bit more. Because there is going to be RNG with him based on the alchemist, you know? Okay, let's go here, 74. But yeah, we're at 2 hours and 13 minutes with our top time being 2 hours and 16 minutes. So I don't think we can cover 25 rounds in 3 minutes. So we're automatically out of the running for top path or top place. But that makes sense because of the whole, I think it's half cash. Half cash literally ruined us. So that's a bummer. It happens though. All right, so 75, I think we'll probably use some abilities here. Let's see, that one's fine. Am I on strong or something? What the heck was that? That was scary. Like it was a little scary there, guys. All right, what the heck? Was that nerve-wracking or was that just me? I don't think we would have lost, but I just don't want to chance it. So you can use your ability too, but it just seemed a little sketch. All right, so now we're okay though. Are we though? My goodness. What is going on here? That's sketchy. Okay, now I know we're good. Wow. All right, so now I'm going to place my guy here. I think I'm going to get the other guy first, though, because this just helps out so much. Probably should have got that first to begin with. But we'll grab you. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll get Moab glue. Relentless glue has been like my go-to lately. So that's probably, I would put this in the strategy as well. Imagine if I click that right now and just ruin my whole strategy. But that's been my go-to. So that's probably a part of this as well. If you didn't, like a Monkey Meadow or something, sure, you probably wouldn't need a glue gunner. But for this, I mean, I just always throw him in there because he's so solid. And he not just stops the Moabs, but he stops everything. Relentless glue is relentless. So it really is. It holds to its name. Okay, now we're going to take an engineer and place him right here, smack in the middle. All right. And I was going to go with like the middle path for that extra range. But since he puts them pretty much everywhere anyway, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. Like I wanted it to be at the edge. So we're popping everything that comes in. But he's going to put some of them at the front. Oh, no. Yeah, they have good range. So we'll be okay. Look at that. They're like more than the track. We'll be fine. Now we see $34,000 to get there. And then we're good. We are good, guys. And here's where we just kind of lose the what do you call this guy though? The elite defender. In the 80s when the ceramics just turned into like super ceramics, he's just a super garbage tower. But I mean, we got to do what we got to do. And he got us here, you know, he got us here with like very little effort and like no scares too much. Couple scares, couple clinchers. Okay. Now we just need, I can't do math. $20,000. Okay. That's not bad. We're almost there. We're chunking through money right now. Take out the big dog. Let's use our first ability there because we need to go faster. All right. Because it's so slow. Part of me thought about getting the top path sentry guy first, but then I didn't want to, because then the spirit is the ultimate cleanup. If you're ever worried about losing, like, he makes that go away. Like, you get that feeling of safety with him. And like right now, I'm not worried that anything's getting past something I have to watch, because you know it's not going to make it all the way down here, because we have our darts for backup. You know what I mean? But it's just, so I don't know. But Sentry Champion would have made it faster though. But would it have covered everything? I don't know, because it's random. Like, look at this thing's in the back. Why is it back there? I don't know. It's kind of a bummer. So 90 is going to be a little sketch. You might have to use an ability. So ability. Oh my God. See, I ran this like several times. That never happened. Oh, this game stresses me out. Okay, there we go. Now we're done. My goodness, guys. That was lame. All right, so we're going to put this here. We're going to go here. Make sure this is like that. I can't believe that. We almost lost on 90. I mean, probably not. I mean, I would imagine this guy would have popped it open eventually. It's just you're waiting on the alchemist to decide if he wants to do his job today or not. Like, that's so sketchy to me. So 10,000. All right. There we go. Am I missing anything? I think we're okay. I think we have it all. But look at, these are all in the back. They're not going to do anything. Gosh. That's so wicked. Am I a screenshot? They're like all in the front where they should be. Okay, maybe they react to what they need to react to. Now, I have a lot of money left, so I want to make sure I'm not screwing anything up. No, I had 14,000 over at the end. Okay, that's cool. So we're going to do this then. We're going to get these guys ready. And then if that's the case, I'm going to rock this one too. I'm going to put one of these here, because why not? Why would I just let that be? Okay, so 14. There we go. 14. And then we'll get this one all the way up. Oh my gosh, we're getting too scared there. What's going on? Oh my gosh, this is scary. Okay, no, I have a lot more money left now than I did before. What happened? Or not lost money there. Okay, we're good. We're good. I probably could have timed it and made it a little bit faster. I know we're safe. Like, I know we're not losing. So that's okay. That's fine. Okay, let's get there. Hit play intermediate. There we go. That looks really cool. Lost Crevasse looks really cool with the black border. That's the best looking map in the game with the black border. Prove me wrong. I mean, Monkey Meadow is always golden, but look at, I mean, that one's kind of cool too, the cabin, but look at that. That one like blends perfectly with the black border. That would be an impossible task for me to like rip off the border of that to throw it onto this if I need to like edit it out or something. That is really cool looking. It's kind of like Dark Path looks good too. Anything dark with the dark border just looks so sick. But this is a good looking map. We did it. 2 hours and 18 minutes. What is that time going to be? 10th place. Lost Crevasse is 10th place. Brand new map, 10th place. That is sick. But the only problem I'm going to have with it is if we beat it out with a different map that we do in the future, most likely going to be one of these like beginner ones like logs or 4 circles, but a fun map. We took it out and the slowdown did not make it slower. So that answers our question, because 10th place is not terrible. It's only 2 minutes and some seconds off of our first place run. Now 2 minutes is nothing, but that was all in half cash. We know that for a fact, which is a huge bust, a huge bummer, but we still managed to take it out and I am very happy about it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you have not yet, check out this video where we find out if we can Black Border Bloons TD6 with only bottom path upgrades. I thought it would be easy, but it's actually tough with those terrible upgrades. Can we do it?